If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss our upcoming video. Let me pose a question. Would you rather be a small fish in a big pond or a big fish in a small pond? This is the conundrum many e-commerce entrepreneurs face today. While the vast pond, teeming with fierce competition, might promise substantial rewards, it also demands hefty costs, the cost of entry, advertising expenditures, and the imperative to be perennially at the cutting edge of innovation. Now, envision a scenario where you can mitigate these costs. You have a product to trial. In the vast pond, every test might cost you a fortune, drowning your budget before even determining the product's potential. But in the smaller pond, every test is less risky, more affordable, and the returns can be just as significant, if not more. Choosing the path less taken might seem counterintuitive. Why venture where few have treaded before? But that's precisely where the charm of uncharted markets lies. An opportunity to make a lasting impression, reach an audience not bombarded by competitors, and reduce market entry costs. However, the very reason these untapped markets hold such value warrants emphasis. To understand, consider the sandwich seller's analogy. In an ideal world, every seller would have the distinct market segment, their niche. But in reality, multiple vendors might offer similar sandwiches, with akin ingredients and comparable prices. This portrays direct competition, where businesses offer virtually identical products or services. Differentiation becomes scant, and the sole avenue to secure customers is often through shrinking margins, ramping up advertising spends, or ceaseless innovation, all of which can be draining. Yet, saturation has another facet, even in the absence of direct competition. Now picture a street where, beside a sandwich vendor, there's a juice seller, another peddling pastries, and yet another offering coffees. Even if each provides something unique, the consumer might feel swamped by the plethora of choices. Every purchase at one vendor potentially signifies a missed sale for the others. Competition doesn't just stem from those mirroring your exact offerings but also those vying for the consumer's attention and wallet. This reality is magnified in e-commerce. With technological advancements, consumers can now access an almost limitless array of products with a few clicks. For businesses, every click is a fierce battle for visibility. But what about large-scale markets like the Francophone or American sectors? One might be tempted to believe they solely offer boundless opportunities due to their millions of consumers. However, these mammoth markets pose the unique challenges. They're so saturated and established that most niches have been filled, most messages have been conveyed, and almost every strategy has been tried. The result? Marketing redundancy where numerous businesses, despite quality offerings, struggle to break through the ambient noise. Visualize it as a vast concert hall. If every musician plays their distinct tune without synchronizing with others, the outcome is a cacophony where distinguishing a single melody becomes near impossible. This is the predicament many businesses on these traditional markets face. They strive to belt the unique tune, but the collective volume is so deafening that their voice often gets lost in the din. And the price tag for trying to rise above this noise? Well, it's astronomical. Not only in marketing budget terms but also in innovation, time, and energy. Advertising expenses can skyrocket as businesses jostle for the same slice of attention. What might have appeared as a promising growth avenue can swiftly turn into a financial sinkhole. However, this doesn't mean there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel. It's actually about looking elsewhere, in less obvious places. Indeed, while saturation and competition dominate major markets, other regions in the world await discovery. In these less congested places, not only is the competition lighter, but the growth potential is just as promising. It's like searching for gold in less traveled rivers while the majority of prospectors cluster around the same sources. Diversifying and exploring these new horizons can offer a breath of fresh air and even uncover unexpected treasures. Consider markets like Italy, Spain, Portugal, or even the Nordic countries. Though they're not highlighted as frequently as American or Francophone giants, they are brimming with consumers eager for novelty, and where niches are not as saturated. These markets provide an opportunity to truly establish a significant presence and be recognized as a pioneer in one's field. In fact, there are numerous inspiring tales of entrepreneurs and businesses that, by daring to turn away from conventional markets, have found resounding success in these less tapped regions. They recognized the potential of these secondary markets, adapted to their cultural and commercial nuances, and reaped the rewards of their boldness. However, venturing into a new market requires a well-thought-out approach. It's not simply about transplanting an existing business model to another country and hoping for the best. A meticulous groundwork is essential to understand and adjust to local nuances. First, let's tackle the linguistic and cultural dimension. Every market has cultural traits that influence buying behaviors and consumer expectations. This means that what works in one country might not be as effective in another. For example, a successful marketing campaign in the US might require significant adjustments to resonate with Spanish or Italian consumers. It's therefore crucial to invest in cultural and linguistic research to ensure your message is received and interpreted the way you intend. Next, consider financial and logistical aspects such as currency and local payment preferences. Success doesn't solely rely on a quality product or outstanding service. It's also vital to streamline the buying experience for customers. This might mean accepting popular local payment methods or adjusting your prices to local currency, taking into account exchange rates and economic conditions. Lastly, to efficiently venture into a new market, access to tailored resources and tools is essential. This ranges from market research to logistics and compliance. Thankfully, many digital tools are now available to facilitate this process, offering in-depth market analysis, automated translation solutions, or even platforms dedicated to international expansion. However, one should never underestimate the importance of a personalized approach and a deep understanding of local consumers. Yet, once you've navigated the initial hurdles and established yourself in a foreign market, the journey is far from over. In fact, that's when another vital phase begins, sustaining and nurturing the established relationships. Because, regardless of how successful the launch was, its true value lies in the promise of an ongoing, quality customer experience. This is especially relevant in today's digital landscape, dominated by models like dropshipping. In this context, post-purchase customer care is as crucial as the act of purchasing itself. A satisfied customer is not just a loyal consumer, they also become an ambassador for your brand. Every positive feedback they share, whether verbally or on social media, serves as authentic and free advertising for your business. So, how can you ensure this level of satisfaction? The key is impeccable after-sales service. And rest assured, excellence doesn't always equate to exorbitant costs. The crux is being attentive, responsive, and ensuring customer concerns are addressed and resolved promptly. A live chat on your website, a responsive hotline, or even a simple email follow-up can work in your favor. Above all, it's crucial to foster a sense of trust, showing customers they are valued far beyond their initial transaction. Nonetheless, once trust is established and a loyal customer base secured, the entrepreneurial journey doesn't end there. It's then appropriate to look beyond, towards still uncharted horizons. In other words, after solidifying your presence in a market, the looming question is, what's next? The answer often lies in expansion and growth. Indeed, success in one market indicates that your business model is viable and can be adapted to other settings. This might mean venturing into new geographical territories, targeting different niches, or even expanding your range of products or services. Moreover, each market you've succeeded in provides valuable insights that can be applied elsewhere, with the necessary tweaks. The key is to always remain curious, analyze trends, and heed the shifting needs of consumers. This continual expansion dynamic not only strengthens your positioning but also ensures the longevity and resilience of your business in a perpetually evolving commercial environment. In conclusion, expansion and growth are not merely objectives but imperatives for any business wishing to maintain its relevance in a saturated market. The ability to identify new opportunities, evolve according to customer needs, and continually innovate is what sets a thriving business apart from a stagnant one. In this relentless pursuit of growth, it's essential to remain customer-centric, as, in the end, they determine the trajectory and success of the business.